Welcome to AdventureSphere. This channel is dedicated to missing people who are missing with a vehicle. In the process of creating this database, we are creating a volunteer sonar search and recovery dive team to search for the people featured on our channel. Our services are free of charge. We ask you to consider subscribing, watch our content, and help spread awareness of our endeavor. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline can be reached by dialing 988 or 1-800-273-8255. William Joseph Jamison, goes by Bill, was 33 and is missing from Linden, New Jersey. His last date of contact was Friday, March 27th, 1981. He was last seen at the Ched's Lounge and then went to the St. George Diner in Linden and just a couple of miles away. Bill lived in the Colfax Manor Apartments in Roselle Park, New Jersey, and worked for the Hog Dye Casting Company as their vice president in production in Kenilworth. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. Kenilworth, New Jersey. Bill also owned a home in Strathmere, New Jersey, and resided there as well. Bill was born April 29th, 1947. At the time of this recording, he would be 75 years old. He was one of 10 children. I want to emphasize the word was. His father put together a beautiful, in-depth webpage dedicated to Bill, and with that specific word, I believed that at least his father believes Bill is living eternally now. The children's parents are Lawrence W. and Margaret E. Togg Jamison. They too have since passed on to the next life. I believe in their passing that they now know all the answers to the questions as to what happened with their son Bill. Bill was born and raised in the Philadelphia suburb of Glenside, Pennsylvania, and often summered in Sea Isle City and Strathmere, New Jersey. Bill graduated from Bishop Devitt High School in 1965, lettering in track and cross country. He then graduated from Temple University in Philadelphia in 1969 with a baccalaureate in accounting and continued lettering in track and cross country. He was a member of the ROTC and upon graduation was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army. Then he earned his pilot's license on fixed-wing aircraft. He started his military service July 5th, 1969. His unit was known as the Chicken Man, and his call sign was Buddha Belly. He served in Vietnam and received 4 of the top 9 medals awarded by the U.S. Army and many other decorations. He was discharged March 7th, 1972 with the rank of captain. Bill worked briefly in hospital management and finances. After managing finances there, he joined Hog Dye Casting Company in Kenilworth, New Jersey. I so hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Kenilworth, New Jersey in sales and was ultimately promoted to the vice presidency of production. Bill was driving a company car, a dark blue 1981 Ford Limited station wagon with New Jersey license plates 861PKY. After work, I interpret this that he went to his apartment in Roselle Park, then headed to the Ched's Lounge and Linden Lanes on Stiles Street. From there, he headed to the St. George's Diner. He left the diner around 1:30 a.m. and has never been seen again. The Roselle Park Police Department is investigating. They can be reached at 908-245-2300. His case number is 1844-81. The high on Friday the 27th was 58 degrees and a low of 40. It rained between 5 and 8 a.m. It was a very small amount of rain, though I don't think it would have affected his driving abilities. And then on Saturday, the 28th, the high was 58 and the low was 38, and there was no rain. The Ched's Lounge changed hands, I'm assuming. It also changed names to the Styles Inn Sports Bar and Grill. Their address is 305 North Stiles Street in Linden. From there, he drove 3 miles to the diner. It was St. George's Diner. It is now known as Park Diner and Pancake House. Their address is 1932 East St. George's Avenue in Linden. And then this is where things get kind of hairy. It's 3 miles from the diner to his apartment. His apartment was at the Colfax Manor Associates Incorporated Apartments right now. That address is 2W West Roselle Avenue in Roselle Park. So I do have some questions. I think, let's see here. Hold on. I'm sorry. So my initial questions that I had was, what was his normal weekend routine? Did he make it to the apartment, sleep, and then perhaps go to Strathmere? He doesn't strike me as a type to drive drunk. Being a vice president of a company, I don't think he would do anything risky like that. And then I believe the second quarter was winding down. The business calendar, I think the second quarter would have ended the end of March. I'm wondering if perhaps they had some really good news and he was just wired at the time and thought he maybe could have made it all the way to Strathmere, but maybe he fell asleep behind the wheel. You'll see that happen with babies when their parents are driving them around. They fall asleep in the back seat. Wondering if something might have happened like that to him and he just wasn't prepared for it. There's also a lot of water and a lot of bridges as you head to South Jersey there. Did the police talk with his Strathmere neighbors? He could have made it there, but not made it back on the Sunday or Monday, maybe. Did he normally fly to Strathmere? He did have a pilot's license. His siblings also say that he went missing the 26th or 27th. I think the 27th was a Friday. So I wondered if he might have worked a full week and then gone into the weekend. Maybe he got off early if it was the end of the quarter. It's really hard to say. And then I have some more general questions. If any of his friends or families know any of this. This is before we could triangulate cell phone coordinates, so we have to do this the good old-fashioned hunting way. What was his exact street and home address? Any other places that he liked to frequent? If the Pancake House closed down, were there any other friends in the area that he might have gone to stay at or visit? Did he put any time off requests in or perhaps even resign from his position? Did he volunteer anywhere, attend church, any hobbies or group activity settings? Was he one more to go out or stay home? I know is that his normal Friday thing, is to go out with friends? Did he give any possessions away in the month or two before he disappeared? Does he prefer to drive on main roads or back roads, especially when he would head down to Strathmere? Was that on the main toll roads or did he take the surface streets? Does he drive at night? Was there any road construction happening on his normal routes that would have taken him on detours? This is more going into Strathmere. That he would have taken detours on roads he wasn't familiar with, and he might have just ended up in the water, not even realizing it was there. Did police check license plate readers for his vehicle? Would they do that again, looking for the specific license plate? It might have been reissued. Did he put any calls into AAA, his mechanic, or car insurance carrier the day or two before he went missing? Were there any items that he always carried or wore? A ring, a necklace, multi-tool, a gun or a knife, perhaps? If he's vice president, he might need some sort of protection. I don't know what the area was like there in 1981. Was he conditioned to drive the long distances? I know it's like a 2 to 3 hour drive down to Strathmere. Was he diagnosed with a bladder infection or a urinary tract infection within 3 days of him going missing? And then does he have any other chronic health issues, diabetic, epileptic or seizures, any concussions? Did he have any issues with his vision? And then what was his last place of a verified financial transaction? We know he was at the diner on St. George's, but did he perhaps stop and get gas somewhere after it? I believe they had, in New Jersey, they had to have a gas attendant pump for them. We don't have that in Minnesota. I don't know if they still operate like that in New Jersey. My ex-husband is from there, and I just thought that was a foreign concept to have somebody else pump gas for you. But anyway, so did he get gas or groceries or anything like that after he left the bar? Or I'm sorry, the diner. Let's see here. What else do I have for him? Yep, okay. So the places I'm going to share next are shared with my blessing. So Bill can be reunited with his family, regardless who higher powers work through. The description box has our email address if you'd like to share insight on any cold case, know someone missing with a vehicle and would like them featured on our channel and searched for, or to donate equipment. The video of Google Earth had a measurement from our current best starting location, which was just the diner, and then it goes out to possible search areas. We focus on bodies of water within 5 miles of their last known location and within 5 miles of their destination. If an area has been heavily searched, we may expand the search area, but please keep in mind that accidents tend to happen closer to home. So just around the diner, depending on which way he went, there's the, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, and if I don't, I hope you know what I'm talking about. The Waranako Park has a lake there. It looks very shallow. It's just across the street from the diner, though. There's Ursino Lake, the Elizabeth River, the Wikiahik Lake. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering these names. There's the Passaic River. That's 7 miles away, but it's still up in that general area. The Newark Bay. Morse's Creek, I think, is the only water body that he has en route, aside from that really shallow lake next to the diner. There's the 17th Street Park, the Rahway River, and Jackson's Pond. Personally, I'm thinking that he headed down to Strathmere. It's just feeling I have in my gut. Anyway, if you would like to help Bill's family find him, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell to receive progress reports. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and remember that we love you.